Well, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leah Mashad, and as the principal of Winneconne High School, and on behalf of the Winneconne Community School District, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our 2020 commencement ceremony. Finally. Thank you for sharing this special evening with us. At this time, please stand as you are able as our American Legion Color Guard presents the colors. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Please be seated. I am honored to have the opportunity to serve as the Master of Ceremonies for the 125th Annual Commencement Exercises for the Winneconne Community School District. I would like to take a moment to introduce the individuals seated on and around the stage. Our District Administrator, Dr. Peggy Larson, Winneconne High School Dean of Students, Mrs. Kathy Cady, and Winneconne Community School District Board of Education members, Mrs. Donna Hanson, Mr. Mark Cundy, Mrs. Becky Ledoux, Mr. Bob Ronk, Mrs. Jackie Stelzner, Mrs. Jill Verich, and Dr. Corey Zeller. At this time, please help me welcome Miss Brooke Flunker to the stage for her musical performance.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out and you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, and if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over
Thank you, Brooke, and thank you, Mrs. Schmidt, for that beautiful performance. It is a privilege to recognize our outstanding students who have the honor of earning the distinction of valedictorian. This year's valedictorians are Morgan Fenrick, Brooke Flunker, Sarah Lather, Alyssa Nelson, Brooke Nelson, Carter Norton, Marianne Reindl, and Amanda Stone. This year's salutatorian is Bella Goland. Would our 2020 valedictorians, salutatorian, and their parents please stand to be recognized? This year, all of our valedictorians have expressed a desire to address their classmates. Would the class of 2020 valedictorians please come forward to give your senior presentation?
A soccer jersey, a spoon, and a mirror. What do all these things have in common? Each item was used in a freshman year bag speech.
For the bag speech, we had to choose 3 objects that represented who we were and then explain to the class why we chose them.
We would like to do something similar tonight and take you on a journey through our years here at Winneconne by doing a WHS Class of 2020 bag speech.
Each of the 8 items we have selected has special meaning to this class, whether it be literal or metaphorical, and the bag speech theme brings us full circle to the beginning of freshman year, a time when graduation seems so far away. Yet here we are. We did it. So, let's reminisce.
A wolf. Since the beginning of our time at Winneconne, we have been wolves, no matter when each of us joined the pack. Since the start of kindergarten, we have been known as the class of 2020. Though that year was inscribed on our email addresses, something we used every day, or should have used every day, our graduation year still seems so far away. As we've grown up, we have been united in sports, clubs, music, and theater. We have made memories for the last 12 years, and as our final moments come to an end, we look back on everything we learned and accomplished. Our class met the responsibilities of being a wolf. We were always loyal toward our school, our teams, and each other. We trusted each other in sports, clubs, and activities, which made us strong, especially in tug of war. We also embodied strength whenever difficult tasks were thrown our way, especially these past few months. We expressed our freedom through our unique individuality, yet were able to come together to make an extraordinary pack. As we begin our futures, we can always come back to our roots, because once a wolf, always a wolf. A Winnie the Pooh book. As we move on to the next chapter in our lives, we look back on all of the memories we have shared and the lessons we have learned. Even though we have grown and matured so much through the years, we are still young at heart. We have achieved so many things with our time at Winneconne. We've excelled at pretty much everything we put our minds to, even if it took lots of hard work to get there. But through it all, we still remembered to have fun while doing so, as shown with the tug of war at our freshman year homecoming pep rally. By the way, we won and have every year since then. All of those memories and the friends we have made over the years here at Winneconne have made us who we are today and will always be a part of us. Winnie the Pooh was right when he said, "How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." I guess this is why we chose this phrase as our class quote. It truly fits us as a whole. We will always remember what we have learned here. Our lives have been changed by the WHS community, and we are going to make you all proud with what we are going to go on to accomplish.
Okay, remember these? You probably can't see them, but of course you do. They were all the rage in our elementary school years. Silly bands. These brightly colored elastic bracelets came in any shape you can imagine, and they were one of the staple childhood trends. If you were a cool kid, you had silly bands stacked up to your elbows, and if you didn't, well, you would soon, because you definitely beg your mom to buy you some more the next time you went to the grocery store, or any store for that matter, because these things were everywhere. We've encountered many other trends throughout our Winneconne journey, from slap bracelets, to neon basketball shoes, to Crocs, to fidget spinners, to scrunchies, and to Visco Girl-esque hydro flasks. And, much like these trends have changed over time, so have we. We've gone from shy, nervous kindergartners who hated taking naps, to confident, capable adults who, quite frankly, miss kindergarten nap time. But perhaps the trendy object that our class is most like are the silly bands. Like each silly band, each student in this class is different. Our class is composed of students of a wide variety of talent and passions, and those individual abilities are what make us strong. Like no one wants a 24-pack of all the same silly bands, the world doesn't need a 130 count of all the same WHS students. It needs 130 unique individuals to shape it. So go. Go out there and be a silly band. Unique, flexible, and vibrant. The world is waiting for us.
A glow stick, a staple at many events, just as it was at our 8th grade dance. I'm not sure if middle school is where you peaked or if you try to block it from your memory. No matter what the circumstances were, it certainly holds a lot of memories for us all. Who can forget getting to stay overnight at Suez, going sailing at Menominee Park, or the unmatched excitement of seeing who would win a Chromebook after state testing? It's often said that our time in middle school are the years when you start to figure out who you are and begin to find your place in the world. Believe it or not, a glow stick, the pillar of our 8th grade formal, is a great example of how we've grown. We've been bent, we've been snapped, and many of us have faced trials that we wish weren't a part of our story. Yet through all of this, each and every one of us has found a way to come back glowing, to be brighter and stronger. I don't know about you, but I sure miss the days of paracord necklaces and post-it note locker proposals to the dance. Without these memories, it wouldn't have made us into who we are today. As we charge forward, the odds may be stacked against us. Our future may often seem unsure, but no matter how life stretches us, a glow stick can remind us that we can come back shining brighter than before.
Okay, next we have the China Bowl. Yep. Let us not forget that Winneconne High School won this precious trophy back for the first time in nearly a decade this year. Take that, Amro. With Friday Night Lights, comes memories that we will all cherish forever. Whether you were on the field, in the stands, cheering from the track, or playing in the band, the memories associated with FNL are simply ones that cannot be forgotten. Aside from winning the Bullback, this senior class has some pretty impressive accolades in the athletic department. From dominating every pep rally to breaking school records, the class of 2020's achievements are nothing to bat an eye at. The athletes of this senior class have won 10 conference championships, 7 regionals championships, and 3 sectionals championships. Along with that, they have made 25 state appearances and won 18 state titles. All of these accomplishments either being a part of a team or individually. Those are some pretty impressive stats. We have experienced the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, but we didn't let the latter define us. Like a bull, we've taken these setbacks head on. We were stubborn, and we wouldn't settle for anything less than our very best. It's clear that this class has shattered all expectations, and there is no doubt in my mind that we will continue to reach great heights. Like a bull, the class of 2020 simply cannot be contained.
The Winneconne graduating class of 2020 has taken a lot of crap from COVID-19. Our senior year was cut short, our graduation was postponed, and our spring sports were canceled. How we dealt with all this crap, like everyone else? Toilet paper. This item has become a symbol of our class. It's been a hot topic everywhere, from commentators on the morning news to comedians on the nightly talk shows. It's even in our principal's trees. Sorry, Mrs. Michaud. The more I thought about it, a roll of toilet paper is the perfect representative of our graduating class. Stay with me. First, as a group of individuals, we are all linked together to make one roll. Our quality is judged by how much we can absorb from our teachers for the last 13 years. There are many different types of toilet paper, from Scott Single Ply to Charmin Ultra Soft. Similarly, no 2 students in our class are the same. I'll let you figure out which kind of toilet paper you guys are. When asked to do a task, we can complete it alone, but we work much better in groups from about 4 to 7. When COVID first hit the United States, everyone's response was to go to the nearest grocery store and stock up on toilet paper. It got to the point where people couldn't even spare a square. We didn't realize how important toilet paper was until there was a threat of losing it. As a class, most of us have been together for the past 13 years. We didn't realize how much we impacted each other's lives until now, when we will soon be all going our separate ways. Lastly, in the center of every toilet paper is its cardboard core. The community has been our core, keeping us organized and together long enough until we are ready to go out into the world and do what we were meant to do. Now, you will never look at a roll of toilet paper the same way.
The next object is the rose. The rose signifies something different to each and every person. Maybe it was a wedding flower, a flower that your grandma gave to you, or a flower that was on your prom dress. But to the class of 2020, it represents something else. Our class flower, the rose, is more than just a flower. This flower represents hope, love, friendship, as well as many other characteristics. Characteristics that were perhaps most important during quarantine. These past few months haven't been easy for anyone, but they have shown how truly strong and remarkable our class is. The rose is a flower that holds power and strength, a flower that isn't forgotten over the years, just like the class of 2020. As we all part ways, we will continue to grow in different ways. One thing I can say for sure is that we wouldn't be the individuals we are today without Winneconne High. If you think about it in terms of the rose, the soil is where our roots thrived. It's where we first started to learn who we are, our talents, and what makes us unique. And who do we have to thank for that? Our family and friends. The teachers were always the stem, supporting us and helping us grow. The thorns would definitely be all the homework, tests, and let's be honest, the ACT. And then there's the last part, what all the other parts of the rose work to protect and nurture, the petals. The petals represent who we are as individuals, our hobbies, friendships, and goals. At this time, all of our petals are starting to blossom. The hard work is paying off. We all need to be proud of the things we have accomplished and for making it to this point. The rose is a statement flower, one that makes an impact. I have no doubt in my mind that the class of 2020 will do the same.
The final object that represents our class is a gold star. A star The final object that represents our class is a gold star. A star itself symbolizes a major change or turning point in one's life. Given we are graduating here today, this alone seems fitting. However, a star also represents dreams and aspirations. Pair these dreams and aspirations with the symbolic passion, wisdom, and prosperity associated with the color gold, and the gold star comes to represent success, excellence, and accomplishment. We as the graduating class of 2020 have undoubtedly had great success in our time here at Winneconne, in athletics, academics, and other extracurricular activities alike. Earlier, Morgan described our huge victory over Amro in the China Bowl, as well as our various athletic titles. In addition to this, we have had numerous state appearances in everything from sports to academic decathlon to solo ensemble. We have also secured a national title and even managed to break a few school, state, and national records along the way. Our long list of achievements demonstrates how accomplished we are as a class, but it also illustrates the great success that our futures have in store. Just as stars are used in navigation for guidance and direction, we too shall serve as a guiding light as we become leaders who aid and inspire others. Finally, this gold star symbolizes the star emblem depicted on United States military aircraft, which ultimately represents those of us who are going into the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard. These individuals are unable to celebrate here with us today, but they certainly share our strong history of accomplishment and promising future. Class of 2020, shine on.
As we finish, we want to give a special thank you to all people who made our years special. Though only graduates walk across the stage tonight, there's a village of people behind this class, which allowed us to make it to where we are today.
So thank you to all the teachers who taught us not only academic lessons, but lessons for the future. Thank you to the administration, school representatives, and custodial staff for keeping our school up and running and for organizing this special ceremony for us.
Thank you to the community for cheering us on and providing us with endless support. And perhaps most importantly, thank you to our families and to those who are like family to us, who have been by our sides for every step along our journey.
We are eternally grateful for the chances we've been given and the blessings that we've received at WHS. Though our time in the buildings has drawn to a close, we'll never forget the memories we've made, and we'll use the knowledge we've gained here to change the world. We are, and always will be, proud to be Winneconne Wolves.
Thank you to our valedictorians for their thoughtful words. You have certainly represented your class well. And thank you, class of 2020, for all that toilet paper. We managed to salvage much of it and sell it on eBay, and I am now looking forward to an early retirement. As we prepare for our next musical selection from Graham Goland, I would like to recognize Winneconne Community School District staff members, both in attendance and watching from home. These dedicated individuals have had a tremendous impact on our 2020 graduates. I ask that all staff members present here tonight please stand to be recognized. I would also like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank the staff members who played a key role, not just in today's ceremony, but in getting to today's ceremony. To our WHS staff, for not only continuing to teach through what is hopefully a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but also for the emotional support you provided to our students. And while we can always count on our student services team members to get the job done, this year their job was quite unusual since none of the seniors were actually here. Our normal team of Robin Knoll, Michelle Hilbrand, Carrie Sailors, Sarah Meyer, Teresa Sunleitner, Andrea Ernst, and Kathy Cady were joined by Dana Jarabek, Chris Kiso, Amanda Goland, Julie Shunchek, Amy Strunzi, Michelle Stone, and Rachel Thomas, as well as a team of high school teachers in a joint effort to empty lockers, collect materials, return locker items, and, most importantly, distribute caps and gowns. And that was just what we needed to accomplish in May and early June. A very special and sincere thank you to the key individuals who made tonight's ceremony possible. To our Winneconne Community School District Board of Education members, to our senior class advisors, Mrs. Lisa Olson and Mr. Brad Thomas, to our Winneconne Community Arts Center Director, Mr. Tim Phillips, and our Technology Director, Mr. David Jarabek, who each spent countless hours organizing, setting up, testing, putting up, taking down, and currently running our video and sound. To our high school Dean of Students, Mrs. Kathy Cady, I'm not sure if you were my right-hand man or if I was yours. To Steve Cady, Jordan Dunham, and our amazing buildings and grounds staff for pulling together to put on this ceremony. It took a lot of time, a lot of sweat, a lot of muscle, and a lot of sunscreen. And last but certainly not least, to Dr. Margaret Peggy Larson, thank you for putting up with my incessant questioning, obsessive planning, and my general control freakiness, and for always having confidence in me and my harebrained ideas, especially when that means our students benefit. To each and every one of you who played a part in tonight's ceremony, putting this together was no small feat, and your hard work and dedication is sincerely appreciated by our graduates and their families. Thank you for working so hard to make sure we can celebrate and recognize the class of 2020. This year we have 2 WHS staff members who are retiring. Mr. Bill Brunker, technology education and engineering teacher, has been a part of our WHS family for the past 34 years. Mr. Brunker is an institution. I may have begged him a few times to reconsider retiring. Bill, we cannot thank you enough for your dedication to our students and to your contributions to our STEAM programming that will continue to benefit our Winneconne students for years and years to come. Mr. Dan Snyder, social studies and psychology teacher, has been a part of our WHS family for the last 21 years. Like Mr. Brunker, Mr. Snyder is legendary. Mr. Snyder has introduced many students to the field of psychology, and both his intro and AP psychology courses are among the most popular electives we offer. As one of our graduates said to me earlier this week, Mr. Snyder was made to teach psychology. It's hard to imagine starting a school year without the 2 of you in the building. Bill and Dan, your dedication to our students, families, and district is sincerely appreciated, and you will be greatly missed. Congratulations to you on your retirement. Graham? Thank you, Graham. I think that actually sounds even cooler outside than it does inside. It is an honor to recognize our graduates who have chosen military service as their next step in life. Unfortunately, some of these graduates are not able to be here to celebrate with us tonight as they have already left for basic training. Still, we would like to sincerely thank each of them and to wish them the very best of luck and good fortune in their future endeavors. Our class of 2020 graduates entering the military include Emily Carpenter, Colton Friedauer, Andrew Wine, and Javon Wilson. Will those in attendance please stand, as well as any audience members who have or are currently serving in the military. A sincere thank you for your service to our country. Class of 2020, before we go any further, I need you to do something for me. Take a deep breath. No, really, I want to see you do it. Normally, I'd have you look around the gym to find what I call your squad, but tonight I need you to take a look around your pod. Look at the people who are here with you tonight. In addition to those seated with you, there are certainly more watching or thinking about you from home. These are the people who have supported you, encouraged you, and pushed you. They have truly helped to shape you into the person you are today. And they will continue to support you as you start your post-high school journey. They have repeatedly told you that you can do anything, that you can be anything. They are always there for you. To the parents, grandparents, family members, teachers, friends, all the supporters of our graduates, both here and at home, thank you for all that you have done to help these young people get to today and for celebrating with us. It is so good to finally be here together. What a whirlwind of emotions we have all been through these past few months, and finally, we're here. Earlier this week, Mrs. Katie, Dr. Larson, and I met with the graduates to run through our graduation practice in small groups throughout the day. All three of us commented that it was the best day we'd had in a long time. It was a day filled with sunshine, smiles, and most importantly, students. While the highlight for us was getting to spend the day with the senior class, I think the highlight for many of them was likely when they watched as we frantically tried to use garbage bags to cover all the podium speakers, instruments, microphones, and all the other sound equipment during a brief rain shower in the afternoon. When I really stopped to think about my four-year experience with the class of 2020, a number of unique memories come to mind. Some are as recent as the day after their last day of school and the look on Claire Gentry's face when I asked her if she had anything to do with all the toilet paper in my yard, and she swears she had nothing to do with it. I will remember the sheer dedication and persistence shown by Morgan Sawiczka as she continually and repeatedly tried to sell her lime green VW Bug to my 10-year-old daughter. I will think of the cardboard chainsaw that Andy Schwartzbauer made for his advanced wildlife class and then graciously gifted to me because, well, it was made out of an Amazon box with my name on it. Or, and I hesitated to share this one because it's kind of embarrassing for him and for me, but I may have lip-synced a One Direction song to Mikey Meyer from my mom van in the parking lot before school, back before he could drive and was forced to ride to school with his mom and park in the staff section of the parking lot. These are the kinds of things I will remember about the class of 2020. To the members of the class of 2020, you've certainly shared a unique experience, one that started 13 years ago in kindergarten, and one that includes everything from the accomplishments you heard your valedictorians talk about, to the wonderful plays and musicals you got to perform in our beautiful Winneconne Community Arts Center, to a senior year that I'm sure none of you will forget, and a delayed by rain and altogether out of the ordinary graduation ceremony. This shared experience will continue to tie the members of the class of 2020 together forever. And through it all, you've managed to weather the ups and downs and have grown into an amazing group of young adults, strong and determined to face whatever comes next. Graduates, it's been both my pleasure and my honor to watch you learn and grow over the last 4 years. Thank you for the wonderful memories. And though he may not have been referring to the high school experience, specifically when international best-selling author Haruki Murakami said, "And once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure that the storm is really over. But one thing is certain, when you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in." That's what this storm's all about. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the District Administrator for the Winneconne Community School District, Dr. Peggy Larson, who will be presenting the graduating class of 2020.
Hello, again I'm Peggy Larson, the proud District Administrator for the Winneconne Community School District. Welcome to the graduates, their families, staff, our color guard, junior representatives, and our Board of Education. Thank you for celebrating these fine young people who are the class of 2020. I am honored to share this special day with you. Your celebration may change. Your formal graduation ceremony has certainly changed. Your last quarter of school was spent at home, and yet here we are. Thank you for your patience as we work through the details of our face-to-face graduation. First, I want to acknowledge you've experienced loss. As the class of 2020, I can't imagine that this has been actually fun for you. You each will feel your own emotions, maybe sadness over the loss of the experiences that in normal times would have defined the end of your senior year. Maybe some of you have moved on and are looking forward. Some of you are busy flexing your plans because we're not sure what happens next. You missed prom, in-person awards ceremonies, spring extracurricular activities. You missed time just spent with friends. I won't minimize any of that, and I do encourage you to talk over your feelings as you process what might have been. Please remember these last 3 months do not define your entire school career. Remember you're an amazing class of young adults who your teachers, staff, and I have seen you grow and mature over the last years. You've achieved great accomplishments during an historic moment. Just think, you're the first group of Winneconne graduates who are experiencing graduation on this football field. But there are many ways you made a difference. So while you didn't experience the last few months of your senior year in school, let's be thankful for all that you've experienced during all your other years in our schools. You were in sports, co-curriculars, and achieved high academic marks. You prepared for careers, made friends, held jobs, volunteered, joined clubs, participated in community and family events. Please know that when your teachers and all of our staff look at you, we see many reasons to be proud and hopeful for our future. So today, I do encourage you to celebrate all the reasons you have to be proud of your accomplishments. You earned this moment. And it's true, none of us know what the future holds. We don't know what the new normal is. Your ability to face adversity may continue to be put to the test, so practice flexibility. College and employment plans might change. Don't give up. Please be courageous. Remember, many people are suffering in many different ways. Always act with compassion and kindness. The new normal will reveal itself, and when it does, be ready for whatever the future holds. Persevere. I encourage you to face the future with a hopeful and optimistic heart. I believe you are ready. After all, you are a Winneconne Wolf, and after tonight, you're a Winneconne Wolf alum. Wherever your journey takes you, remember you are always part of our special pack. And like we always say, once a wolf, always a wolf. Board of Education, Winneconne Community School District residents and guests, I'm proud to say these fine young people have met your expectations from graduation from the Winneconne Community School District. Congratulations to all. Would 2020 Class President Carter Douglas Norton please come forward to receive his diploma?
Morgan Elizabeth Fenrick. Brooke Ann Flunker. Sarah Marie Lather. Alyssa Catherine Nelson. Brooke Jessie Nelson. Marianne Rita Reindl. Amanda Catherine Stone. Isabella Lorraine Goland. Sydney Jean Asian. Jack Gerhardt Allen. Pierce Joseph Anderson. Seth Joseph Angel. Mackenzie K. Bannock. Trent Edwin Bannock. Colton John Bame. Elijah Che Bigger. Breeley Ann Billman. Jonathan Daniel Bainline. Joshua James Brennan. Brooke Olivia Brewer. Colin Michael Bricko. Jaden Abigail Bricko. Casey Fitzgerald Bryant. Zachary Tony Isaiah Burt. Marcus Andrew Cappert. Hunter James Clark.
Emma Grace Collins. Gavin Allen Lee Cautionette. Matthew Angelo Crowley. Elijah Benjamin Marlowe Cuttle. Carly Rose Davis. Liliana Mary DeYoung. Evan Edward Doro. Tierney Joe Eklund. Sierra Rose Faley. Ariana Rose Falk. Madison Grace Fellons. Olivia Noel Fisher. Summer Faye Fournier. Emily Sarah Friedrich. Jaden Russell James Jeffers. Andrew Bradley Gehring. Claire Marie Gentry. Lindsay Rose Glady. Braden Jeffrey Getz. Mackenzie Taylor Gunnering. Derek Daniel Gresser. Robert Gregory Gray. Lily Grace Hayes. Trenton David Hansetter. Gwendolyn Ember Hankelhanke. Catherine Elizabeth Henning. Emma Rose Herbst. Aaliyah Jolie Hebner. Autumn Marie Hunter. Maya Marie Johannes. Brianna Lynn Johnson. Senya Elizabeth Josephson. Lindsay Nicole Kleinheinz. Kylie Ray Kono. Brianna Ray Koval. Kirsten Morgan Krockstrom. Jacob Jerry Crone. Sydney Ray Krieger. Aubrey Ann Kinster. Dayton Zanmarie Lenz. Graham Ryan Robert Goland. Ian Earl Mace. Mason Daniel Marin. Abby Rose McNamee. Tiffany Anne-Marie Moyler. Alex Timothy Meyer. Michael Lewis Meyer. Nadia B. Meyerhofer. Robert Charles Mosley. Alexandria Jean Nadolski. Morgan Elise O'Connell. Cassie Nicole Ochoa. Victoria Andrew Pelkovich Albright. Alexandra Cole Pasquarella. Pierce Quentin Peterson. Abigail Evelyn Pup. Dominic John Redman. Maxwell Stone Resnick. Andrew Ethan Resloff. Cade Fitzgerald Riley. Joseph Kenneth Romberg. Lily Faye Rosendahl. Harrison Norris Rubidoux. Amber Rose Ryan. Nathan Bradley Shackrell. Andrew Michael Schwartzbauer. Morgan Leandra Selwichka. Drake Austin Sherritt. Eva Rose Shaw. Jack Joseph Stanek. Jenna Nicole Tesh. McKenna Christine Tierney. Jordan Elizabeth Clawhotch. Jessica Taylor Tremmel. Amber Joan Van Oss. Brooke Rose Bistain. Austin Mark Vonderlo. Faith Catherine Ann Waters. Lucas Hartwell Wiedemann. Ethan Lewis Welsh. Hannah Marie Wilkinson. Javon Jason Wilson. Megan Joan Zilgis. Lakin Dale Zima. We would also like to recognize the members of the class of 2020 who are not able to be here with us tonight. Jacob James Arts, Michael Densmore Bidwell, Olivia Mary Bohm, Jake Thomas Brewer, Evelyn Rose Brzezowski, Emily Ann Carpenter, Colton Thomas Friedauer, John Clark Harmon III, Kenneth Lee LaPlante, Carolyn Jolene Rose Magnuson, Paige Marie Meyer, Jacob Joseph Monin, Brianna Janet Palmer, David Luis Shear, Andrew Clark Wine, Ethan Wexler Whitwer, and David Shafronic. Would the class of 2020 please stand for the changing of the tassel? With this act, the senior class of 2020 will officially become graduates. Please transfer your tassels from right to left with me in unison.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Winneconne High School's graduating class of 2020. Congratulations, graduates. Graduates and families, please wait in your seats until our junior class officers dismiss your row, and please be sure to wear your mask between your pod and your vehicle. Thank you most sincerely for your cooperation, which has allowed the class of 2020 to come together one last time at Winneconne High School. Have a wonderful evening.